Hey everybody, welcome to the Warhammer Quest Cursed City Journey. I am into my second journey into the city streets of Ulfenkarn, this time for the second type of adventure you can go on, which is a Deliverance adventure. Now, it's 3 missions before I gain level 1 and can actually go do a decapitation mission and fight one of the first of the Radikar's lieutenants, basically the Fell Guardian. And that means that I've got some, I don't say time to kill, but I've got a chance to explore all 3 mission types. The third one will be a scavenge mission, which you'll see in 2 weeks. But this is the other kind of more traditional Warhammer Quest style mission, where a dungeon is procedurally generated ahead of you as you're basically trying to outrun a endless spell gone amok in the city. It's devouring all the citizenry, and you're trying to warn at least 10 groups of citizens before you extract and complete your journey. So it's on the run. The Gravetide begins to appear and eat the dungeon behind you as you expand the dungeon forward. So you're trying to basically balance killing bad guys, getting to the next room, and also you have to spend a 6 to try and warn a group of inhabitants if it says there is one on the card. So you have to get 10 to succeed, at which point you can summon the extraction point and then get back on the airship and try and escape. And if you're on the tile when it gets eaten, you take 2 wounds and get pushed forward to the next tile. The Gravetide is no joke. It's basically devouring parts of the city as you go. So this one will influence the influence in the city, so not the fear. You've basically allowed in the first mission with a hunt mission, the fear to go down by killing a bunch of bad guys, but the influence is expanded because while your attention is elsewhere, basically the endless spell is like ripping up the city. The magic's all run amok and stuff. So this one is designed to reduce influence, and doing hunt missions and these other missions, the Deliverance missions basically back to back, will allow you to keep your fear and influence in balance. So you reduce fear by 2 when you do a hunt and increase influence by 1. You reduce influence by 2 and then increase fear by 1. So we're going to flip basically back to kind of where we were before. We'll be 4, if we succeed in this, we'll be 4 influence and 5 fear. But you can overall start to reduce the amount of like stuff in the city while you're gaining levels and going off and facing the Fell Guardian and stuff. So we'll show you the table. We'll show you how to procedurally generate dungeon, do the exploration card part of this game, and then get this underway. We're set up, ready to get this Deliverance mission underway. I've got my host of bad guys ready to rock and roll. Same stuff as you saw in the Let's Play. You can see Torgilius too, and the strays here that haven't been painted up yet. If you were excited about the airbrush color I use as the base coat. And then we've got the gang here. Now, I am using the same 4 heroes, but there's a very good reason. You need to get to at least the first level before you can power level the heroes that are not the same level as you. So basically what happens is if you go on an adventure and there's a higher level hero in your group, you earn experience at twice the rate. So you'll go from novice to experienced or veteran, and then level in your second mission that way. So there's a good reason for having that happen, and it means that these guys can pull along the other adventurers and not have everyone have to, because everyone has to be at least the minimum level to go and face a lieutenant. You need to get your guys leveled up faster. So I need all 4 of these guys to be level 1, and that means that they can start pulling the other guys up. I can pepper them in 2 by 2, pick up 2 more heroes, and then they can sort of switch back and forth, and I'll have all of the heroes at the same level going forward through missions. Hunt missions and journey missions, there isn't a preset map in a Deliverance mission, or like a decapitation mission actually. The journeys for those ones all have the preset maps. Even though they're randomly generated, it is a layout basically that's set in stone. The Deliverance journey is quite different. So you set up, you place the drop zone and place the guys on the drop zone with a single closed gateway. Then you're going to shuffle your exploration deck, and you build the exploration deck. You take the exploration cards and put them face down next to the skyward table. Then you add board tiles to the battlefield. To begin a Deliverance journey, the leader adds 2 board tiles to the battlefield, 1 at a time, following the 4 steps on the following pages. Once both tiles have been added to the battlefield, the journey begins. In each subsequent turn, to reveal more board tiles, a hero must make an explore action, which is a new action only for this type of mission, and it has to be on a closed gateway. So basically, there's the build, we're going to grow this as we go forward, and then the Suffocating Gravetide, which is this marker right here, if you want to use the one that comes in the game. I, however, am going to use the actual Endless Spell one, because it's far more impressive. We'll start devouring the tabletop behind you. We draw an exploration card. Hiya! So here it is. So this is the tile we have to find. the number of realm gates on it. So there's a realm gate right there, or lich gate rather. There's 2 possible touch points. So when you see how many of these are on here, what it's saying is you can orient the board against any of these, and then the one furthest from the one you orient it to against the original like tile that you're placing against becomes the one exit. You have to pick one to be an exit point. It has to be the furthest one from the entry. So like for instance, with the one in the picture here, any of these 3 could be oriented, and then you'd have to pick the furthest one from the one you picked, like you see here, to be the one that's the actual exit point that remains. Mysterious objective on here, it also has a citizenry on it, so there's a single citizenry point and 1 combat encounter from that mysterious objective, these mean. So I have to do 2 of these in order to drop down. Now if we run out of cards, if there's no more exploration cards, then we've gotten to a dead end and must use the rules under step 2, set up board tiles to add extraction zone to the battlefield. And if there's no extraction zone possible because like the last exit point's been eaten by the endless spell, then we're all taken out of action, have to roll to see if we die. Our hostiles down by drawing a card and placing it down. You draw a number of cards equal to the combat symbols that are on here. And then add that card to the initiative deck. Setup, we don't have to, we can do it now because we haven't actually started the first turn, but when you explore during a turn, during your activation, it gets added immediately to the furthest point down on the initiative deck, and then it'll actually activate that same turn. So you always know if you explore in a new room, you probably want to not do it with like your last hero to go, because those guys are going to get to activate at some point. Changes, you don't drive off groups in this one. There's no new encounter card if you get below a third of your models and you get removed from the table, because new models are going to arrive every time they have to go and explore the new area. So you don't constantly have guys flooding in, although they can summon with their, you know, their unit abilities and stuff. They could be placed on lich gates and stuff, but there's no worry about them being driven off and having cards come in that way. Orienting this one, I think we'll put it like this, just to have it sort of be simple to start off with. And then the furthest lich gate, or the furthest exit is here. This immediately becomes open as we place the tile. The one you place it against becomes open automatically, and then this lich gate will go here. Mysterious objective, and then let's see what our combat group is. It's 3 Ulfenkarn. You don't have to actually place them as close as possible, but I could just put them here, which is kind of cool, and just attack them immediately coming out the door. And hopefully not get eaten by a Gravetide. So you gotta place them adjacent to the mysterious objective. A second one, oops, I'll shuffle that back in. It's gonna be the super long one, and I can orient it any way I want. So the nice thing about that is when you get to this point, if you need the board to turn a different direction, you can. So it's oriented like this. I'll go against here. I'll go this way actually. Keeps the furthest point simple. This automatically opens. This edge would be here. This will be where we summon our next room. And then we place our lich gate and our objective, and there's a single combat encounter and a single group to warn. That group is going to be 3 bat swarms in group 2 position. One is automatically a fell bat, or a dire bat, sorry. And we'll go like that. Group 1 and 2 cards will get added to the initiative shuffle then, which is this one and this one, and we're ready to start our first turn. As the daytime tracker moves to this square here, marked with the darkness arriving, that's when the Suffocating Gravetide lands on the drop zone. And then each quest phase after that, it's going to move to an adjacent one and kill everything in the end step. So you have until the end step to clear it basically, but it's going to start devouring tiles as you go, and then you remove the tile and lock the gate behind it. It's a 6+ through a warn action. You have to be on the tile that hasn't had a warn action done on it. And then the victory conditions, if the journey ends while there's at least 1 hero not out of action, and at least 8 warn actions, sorry, not 10, 8, have been made, the heroes will be successful. Any other result is a failure. Consequences, if the heroes are successful, they gain experience, and we shrink the fear by 2. So I had those backwards. I'm fear 6 right now, and influence 4. Because I threw the opposite tokens in after the last game. So this is going to shrink my fear down to 4 if I succeed, and my influence will go up to 5. Because yeah, the hunt destroys influence. Fear is through the salvation and deliverance missions. So you're saving citizens to reduce their fear, and then you're disrupting his minions by killing them all to disrupt influence. We have a daytime and nighttime crises table, and that's it. So let's jump in and get this first turn started. Nightfall step. Here it comes. Gravetide's gonna start moving. We are on to the quest step. Doesn't activate the Gravetide, doesn't happen until we get to here. So we got to turn to get away basically. And then remember, we are all wounded from the last game. When we boarded the airship, zombies attacked us, and we got wounded as we fought them all off. So activation rolls. That means we're only getting 3 dice each. Octron, or Jasper, as we're going to start calling him, gets a 3, a 6, and a 5. Sweet. Oh, we got some. So we have some warnings at least here. Jasper's job is going to be to shout for help. Be like, "You kids, get out of here!" Because Brutog is clearly not doing it. Brutog is made only to kill. And Jelson Now we got lots of like vitality roll dice here at least. And then finally we got our Destiny phase, which we should have actually before their initiative rolls. Locked at the 6s, locked at the 2s, and all we have is a 3. Initiative for the turn, we've got, that's going to be Brutog, then Jelson, then Group 2, Group 1, we've got Melda, and then Octrin. So Jelson and Brutog don't have any like rally dice, so this is perfect for me to just start smashing through and doing the extra stabs. I could use Imelda's ability to kill these 2 guys though. If I wanted to like jump her through, death blow. And then I wouldn't be greedy and try and like call both these in the same turn. Brutog could just kill them. He is gut gouging. We can do it. We're just gonna try and gut gouge these guys to death. If I get a crit, they die. They have 2 wounds each and the leader has 3. I wanna kill the banner first though, because I don't want these guys rerolling attacks. So Brutog goes first, spend a 1, make a gut gouger attack against him, get nothing. Spend a 2, gut gouger into the banner. Oh my god. 3, I need you to kill somebody. Do it damage. And I guess we spend 1 off the board? Or do you just sit there? Nah, we'll spend the 1 off the board, actually have to make a vitality check and see if he can get rid of that wound. So he's not all hamstrung next turn. We do. It's an abject failure. Jelson, do better. You are, I guess you get Ardent Blade. You only have 1 judgment shot. We'll save that for the boss guy. But you can't even get, you have to use it now because you can't go anywhere. You can't even leave. Oh my god, this is terrible now. Leader, I guess. We'll use the 5 for a judgment shot. Oh, sorry, does Brutog get a... Oh, he didn't kill anybody. He doesn't get any inspiration. See if we do it. Crit, that's going to be 4 damage, so that'll kill him. Oh, sorry, attack the hero. Follow-up shot. So, yeah, that's it. He's away. He can't move because he can't go through this square. And Brutog really needed to kill those guys, and he can't attack because he's too far away, so he'll go to 3 for a follow reaction. And then it's group 2. Fellbat, what do? Well, for the group, they get a 4, which is charge. But nobody can get a Jace, so no, they can move into here. So it'll start with the big bat. It'll go 1, 2, 3. It's just a D6. But he gets to try hit Brutog, he misses. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Because they can't go anywhere. Group 1, okay, well, the Elfin Watch get to go. So what happens with them? They roll a 12 and Dance Macabre, a move followed by a charge. They get to go super far. So can't do anything because he can't fit anywhere. I guess he could actually go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and go to here, but not fit with his friends. He'd be closer at least. And it would attack, or it could have already attacked actually. It's got 2d6, re-rolling now because he's model in range of himself, and he'll attack. I guess I could have him attack Brutog because I can choose. Misses, re-rolls. Grievous. 2 damage, defense d8. Doesn't block any of it. Wound turns to a Grievous wound. Great start here, guys. All right, Imelda gets to go. She's gonna spend that 6 trying to clear the door here, so that'll be a double swing into the banner and the bat. The banner's already wounded, so she needs a d12. Hit the banner, crits and kills it. Win the bat, nothing. Just swing again. Try and hit the blood bat. Does a hit for 2 damage, but it can try and dodge it on a 10 plus. Does not, so it takes 2. One more time. For nothing. Things aren't going great. Octrin, you're not going to get to warn anybody. There's to be no hostiles on the tile to do it. So I guess first you eye lasers with your Hollow Stare on a 5. And that's going to be a D12 plus a D8, doing 1, 3 into that blood bat. A damage. So it's 1 damage. Does it block any of it? It does not. It's 3rd wound, and that'll kill it. Suppose you could move, because this square isn't adjacent to anything, and go 1, 2, at least clear the door and hold it. 3, and then you have a 6 left. You could Hollow Stare again. Just move again, and go 1, 2, 3, and I feel like that's the way to do it. Terrible. Event phase. Somebody got off the thing though, at least. 3 is going to be Will of the Master. A hostile group with a model furthest from a hero makes a move action. If they're equidistant, then I have to pick. So I guess the furthest from a hero, they're all the same distance really. So we'll just pick you to make a move here. Technically already adjacent, so we'll have the skeleton take a step over to here. All right, nightfall. Well, we're going to have to get off this square because the Gravetide just arrived. Bam, bam, bam. And you roll. We haven't warned anybody and we were stuck in the landing zone. Well, we've got 3 6s, but we can't use any of them. and then a 4 and a 5. Still wounded. Jelson. You got a 6 to make a warning. Or take a shot. Brutog. I need you to do better, buddy. Also has a 6 to do a big smash if he needs to. Octrin. 2 4s and a 2. And Captain Braskov. No 6 either. He did kill somebody though. I forgot to roll to see if she got any inspiration. She did not. So did Octrin. Did he get anything? No. With the 12, definitely not. I like standing here because I might get inspiration points for him if the guys in this tile start to die. For initiative, we've got Octrin first. Then it's Jelson. Then it's the big man. Then, okay, apparently we're just all going first this time. So, oh, Octrin, you don't have a 6 to use. I would have really liked for you to be able to call for help. We could cover with Imelda. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to Imelda go first. She's going to try and cut her way over there. I changed my mind. Octrin's still going to go first. I feel like that's just the best use of all of this. He could try and eye lasers a bunch of people with his dice rolls, and that would give me a chance to get him some inspiration too. 4+ for eye lasers. Shoot him with the death beams. We're going to go for the skeleton first. Stare. Needs a crit to kill. Gets a hit though for 1 damage. We'll try it again with a 4 off the board into the same skeleton. Kills him. Off the board to do it again, because why not? We'll do it into Bat Swarm here, because that'll free up everybody else to move. Kills him too, unless he rolls a 10+. No. There's 2 kills in the same square, actually, so 2 chances at an inspiration point. First one, get a crit. Do inspiration. Second one, no. Next when folks die. So as we hit the last one with our staff, no, we move and warn. We have to do the quest. So 2 to move, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll use our 6 to do a warning and flip this over and gain a quest point. It's in the discard pile when that's done. Going well. Now it's Jelson. Jelson, you can just walk away, which you have to do at this point. So you're going to go... Brutog can also do a warning. So I think you go use Judgment on this bat for a 3 to move. And go 1, 2, and you're adjacent. Then 6 to make a shot. D8s for Judgment, and he also gets a chance at his stakes afterwards. Crits! No, it's a damage of 2 though, so this could kill him unless he rolls a 10+. He does not, so he's dead. 4, I don't want to get hit by the Gravetide. Did I move again? Yeah, we just move again. And go 1, 2, 3, and just get in the new square. Well, Brutog, you're going to go do a search then. So 2 to move, and go 1, 2, 3. We use a 6 to do the warning here, and discard that. And that'll give us another quest point. We're a quarter of the way there. We can move one more time. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Imelda should use a 2 to move. 1, 2, 3. 4 to search that mysterious object before it gets eaten by the Gravetide. So let's see what it is from our discovery deck. Realm Stone. Sweet. Moved. And then she'll spend her 4 to move again. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's a run move. Okay, so it was placed this turn. Nothing was in there to die at the end of the round. So now at the end of the round, we roll for our event phase. What do we get? A 4, which is again, Will of the Master. Something moves, nothing happens because there's nobody on the table. These, go into the discard as soon as we get to their initiative cards. And those cards get removed. And the daylight moves. And this guy moves forward. This is destroyed. And this moves forward a square, and we shuffle the whole Mamma Jamma down like that. So anybody on here is going to get destroyed. See? Double 1s lock out, so the double 3s. We have a 2 to use. Our destiny rolls have been abysmal. It's going to be an exploring and healing turn. We also get an inspiration point from his bat kill. He did! Sweet. Champion though, so no bonus experience there because he's an executioner. And we'll try and do some vitality checks this turn. Jelson. Oh man, well he's not calling. Nobody's calling in the next room yet. Octrin is going to call in whatever he wants today. Jasper's feeling spry. We've got Brutog is also very tired. Is Jasper leading this whole group now? Is this another Rick and Morty thing where the old man is, or Astro the Wizard? It's totally another Astro the his Octrin's just Astro in disguise, I think. I don't know who Astro is. Watch my Warhammer Quest 1995 videos because he's my wizard. Yeah, he's basically Rick Sanchez. Okay, well, we kind of want Octrin to go first no matter what here, because if he doesn't, and he does, sweet, then... Oh, did we just... I did shuffle these, but apparently we got the same thing. Okay, otherwise, so I guess you go, Octrin. Use the 2 to take a step, and go 1, 2, 3. Use a 6 to explore. And this is our new one. 1 warning, 2 groups. I'm going to orient it exactly like in here, so the closest gate will be this one, the furthest will be over there. And that way we can, actually we could put it like that. We'll put it like that, I think. I can choose though. I like it being this way because I can shuffle down. We got 2 moves left, but let's see what's in here. It's going to be 3 zombies on the closest one, and the next one is 3 zombies. 2 zombies, sorry. You can place them anywhere adjacent, so I'm going to place them such that they don't block my getting in the room. It seems gamey, but I'm allowed to, so I'm going to. And these 2 will be over here. The 1 and 2 cards are just immediately placed on the track at the bottom. So I do have a chance to go kill these guys. I think we just go 6 and go 1, 2, 3 and stand here. And then eye lasers. Why not? Let's shoot that zombie right there. Plus D12. Nothing. Lots of zombies will die and I'll get lots of inspiration points. It's Jelson. He's just taking a walk with a 2. He can't even run. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Dog. Taking a run action, actually. So he can go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And time to get snacky. Or is he going to move? He's going to try and heal first. Vitality check. Get rid of that bad one. Nope, doesn't do it. And then he'll just walk with his last one. And go 1, 2, 3, I think. Melda, you don't have anything to do to get that objective, so we just walk, I think, or we'll run for the first one and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she'll make a Dawnlight attack, D12 into the first zombie, kills it, 3 damage. It does 4 damage, but it needs 3 to kill it. And then the second one with her 3, D12, does 2 damage, doesn't kill it though. But they have lots of wounds, so it's got 2 on it and 1 remains. Did we give an inspiration point to the old man? No, it's not zombie group. What do? Group 1, daytime. 8 is a charge, so already engaged against Imelda. E8 for an attack. Hands and teeth. Nope. The one attacking Brutog. Hands and teeth attack. Does a damage. Does he block it with a D8 defense? Reduces it by 1, so it's gone. And these guys, I'll have them go after Jelson. He has better defense. 1. No. I'll have him go after Brutog. 1. Step with a friend. Hits. Does Brutog block it? No damage. And then the last one, same thing. He'll take a step over to here to attack Brutog because I'm the leader. Hits him. And Brutog blocks it. The tank for a reason. All right. End phase. 8 is going to be our time grows short. Move the Nightfall token 1 space. And we move it again. And then we have the Suffocating Gravetide. Move forward 1. Destroying everything in its path. Sneak roll again. And 1 more die. We keep the 4, 5, 6. Sweet. We finally got a good Destiny turn. 2's lockout. He's not feeling so good. A 1 and a 3. He needs to make some vitality checks to actually work. Jelson. 1, 4, 6. Octrin. Ooh, he's tired this turn. He had a big turn last turn, leading the way. Imelda. She's ready to rock and roll. Do some initiative now. Shout out to someone who asked me what the hardest part of filming these things is, using only my left hand. And I would say it's shuffling initiative cards. Jelson going first. Then it's going to be Imelda. Group 2. Octrin. The man legend Brutog, who's got to do some healing this turn, and then group 1. The good news is we can probably kill everybody now, so let's try and do that. Free up Imelda, and that means Jelson's going to take a shot. Do we want to free up Imelda, or do we want to free up... Who's going before Imelda? Nobody. Yeah, I want to free up Imelda. We're going to shoot this zombie. Going for a big hit here, so he's got... Oh, it's going to move on to this... We got to run, though. Do I want to do this? Can I just let her handle it? She has lots of dice. I could move explore. I think that's actually what I have to do. I'm going to move. 1, 2. I'm going to explore with the 4 off of here. What do we find? Something good. Something not terrible. A room not full of zombies. It's going to be just a little corridor room. Guys, but nothing to warrant either, which is bad. So do we just want to get in there? We can take the shot now. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll spend the 6 tick a shot. We can't kill all the zombies. Take the 6 tick a shot. Try and free up Imelda. He only has to do 1 damage here. Just has to land a hit. And he explodes it. And then I suppose... Do I move again? The Gravetide's going to move on here. I think I do. Spend a 6 to move, or 4 to move. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, because he can run. Need to get some warnings going here, which means we got to kill some zombies. Imelda's next. Her 1 to take a step. And go 1, 2. and adjacent, so she can't move again. For a death blow attack, trying to hit both these zombies with Dawnlight. First one does a damage, 2 damage, sorry, but doesn't kill it. Second one against the other one, crits and kills it. So this one's dead. This one's taking 2 damage. We do that once per turn. So she's just gonna try and kill that other zombie with a Dawnlight attack. Get it! Kills it with a crit. Won't allow her to get the free inspiration points, but she might on a 6 or less. 50-50 chance. Nope, doesn't get any. I think she spends a 5 to run and go 1, 2, 3, 4. She won't get off the tile, but someone has to kill and warn. There's just this one zombie. I think we have him attack Octrin, because Octrin's less wounded. The attack, do we hit him? We do for 1. It's D6. Blocks none of it, takes a damage. With the Grievous. I got to roll for those last 2 zombies to gain stuff. He gets an inspiration point and another one, so he can inspire. Sweet, why not? Just rest on other people's laurels. So then it's going to be Octrin himself. He's just going to run, I think, because we'll have Brutog do the rest of the work. Warn somebody in here, though. Oh, you really have to kill that guy. Do we just risk it? I need the 6 for the warning, though. We could go 1 staff attack. It won't kill him, though. That's the problem. Fire first, though. Maybe that'll make our staff attack better. Still only 1, 2. But it's on a D8 now. Do we just do it? It was a death now, so he'd actually make units attack each other. It doesn't really help. We just go Hex Sprint. We're going to melee that zombie. Spend a 1. Nothing. Spend a 1. Nothing. Run? We can't even get away. We can get 1 square closer, really, because we can't go into a square that isn't adjacent. So we'll just go to here for our last one. Dog, kill this guy. You need to crit with your Gut Gouger. Come on, you can do this. And you do damage. 3 to do it again. Oh my god. 6 has to be used, I guess, for a Marrow Smasher attack, which we can reroll. We kill him, finally. Oh, things aren't looking great. It's gonna be another turn of running. Phase. Oh, no Destiny. I really needed those Destiny dice. Advance the turn. Doesn't get a 6. We're so much trouble. Jelson. Okay, well, you're in the wrong room, but you got a 6. Thanks, bud. Doesn't get a 6. You were standing in the room. You had 1 job. Brutog. Oh my god, everyone's tired. Like, come on, save the day. We have no Destiny. Oh, thank God for Imelda. Brutog might have gotten inspiration on a 1 to 6. He did, actually, and then, because he killed that guy. And then for Octrin, because someone died in the square. No. Doubles his chance of getting it with his Path to Glory. Wounded has been a big problem. So it's going to be Octrin, Brutog, Imelda. Sorry, that's not Imelda. Jelson, Imelda, and then group 2, which is already activated. Dead, rather. It'll get removed next turn. So we could swap Imelda with Octrin, which I feel like is the way to go, because she needs to do a warning. By a turn here, so yeah, I think that's what we do. So Imelda's going for Octrin. She'll do a warning, so we get to flip this down, and then this becomes a 4, 3. Can move and go. Actually, she could move with a 6 to go 4 and stand here. And then she'll use her 2 to make a vitality check. And she's vitality D8. Yes, we get to remove that. So she's fully healthy again. He needs to clear the square. And luckily, he barely does. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then again, 1, 2, 3 to here. And just limp out. Jelson. What do you want to do, bud? Use a 1 for a vitality check. And get a D8? Nope, D6. Yep, crits, remove that. We open the door. Just do it this. No, but then they'll go. They'll go afterwards. Do I risk it? I gotta spend a dice with one of them to do it first, but Imelda can always jump to the top. Yeah, we won't risk it. We'll just go to a 5. And that'll go away. Octrin, he'll move with his 4 actually. To go 1, 2, actually he could search first if he wanted to, and then move and then make a vitality check. Search and get A crisis! Then Octron can just disappear and hopefully do a good crisis. Getting really close to falling though, and I'm not excited about that. Crisis for daytime. We're gonna get a 7, which is page 30, paragraph 25. The Rack! A lawbreaker lies atop the bleed rack, an awful device designed to slowly kill by exsanguination. The acting hero must choose to get the criminal down or leave them there. If they choose to get them down, turn to 81. If they choose to leave them there, turn to 71. Get them down. 30, so it's 36. Next page. A blossom of blood. A series of cries are heard. Wait, is that right? Nope. Page 81, sorry. I got them backwards. 81. To extract anyone from these devices is delicate work. They are many sharp blades attached to a horrific machine. In any error could be a gruesome, could do the gruesome work for it. Make an agility roll. If it's successful, they free them without any harm. Shrink fear by 1. What? The acting hero gains an inspiration point and the crisis ends. If they die though, nothing happens and the crisis ends. Try them an agility of sweet D6. Yeah, we do it! So unfortunately though, it's kind of meaningless because it's to a minimum of 6 and fear is 6. But then I can place them adjacent to anybody who's not adjacent to a bad guy and remove this. It's 2 dice left to make agility rolls. Try and get rid of that grievous wound, or sorry, vitality rolls. He's vitality D12 though, because he's a weird necromancer. Nothing and nothing himself, but it was still pretty sweet that he got to go and solve a crisis. So end phase, what's our event? 10. A born hero. Pick a hero that's out of action and put them back and make a free recuperate action, or make a free recuperate action for that hero or remove an ailment. I'm gonna go for Brutog. He's a hero. He's gonna try and recuperate for free. Give me that heal. Yeah, get rid of a wound. Gravetide destroys this and advances during the quest step as time goes forward. Okay, destiny roll. We're at 3 out of 8. Double 5's lock, but the 3, the 6, and the 4 stats, pretty healthy destiny pool. Is fully healed, as is Imelda now, so we're not doing too terrible. He gets a pretty decent roll. 5, 4, 3, and 1. Trin. 1, 3, 5. He's tired from his adventure. Brutog, no longer on the edge of death, is feeling better. Imelda, with her full 4. Oh, she's ready for battle. That is really cool to look at. So it's going to be Brutog, then Imelda, Octron, and Jelson. We'll have Imelda use her ability to jump in front of Brutog. Spend the 4 off the board for an explore action. Let's see what's next. Just a little room with 1 adversary. Story-wise, we went down to a basement. Look, and now we're coming up into like where there's a bunch of graves and coffins and there's a stairwell up. Like, I like that this is procedurally generated, kind of like a story where we went underground for a minute. It was full of zombies. That must be where the zombies came from. So orienting it like that means that I can put the door here or here. We'll put it here because that'd be furthest. One lich gate, which goes here. And then a single mysterious objective. That room where the crow keeps flying to the next room. Where our baddies are. It's going to be 3 more zombies. Well, now we know where they came from. She's going to be smart and not have them block the doorway this time. You guys can go in the Lich Gate. Imelda's going to go take care of business. Take a step for 2. And she'll go 1, 2. She'll do a Dawnlight attack with Deathblow. 12 into the first of the 2. Nothing. Second of the 2. Crits and kills, because that's 4 damage. Swing. Crit and kill. A mysterious objective, and I thought I picked up a zombie, so that one's dead too. And then she'll do it with a 3, because why not? Off the board. Using a second die. Kill that last zombie. Yeah, it does indeed. And that'll give her an inspiration, because she killed 3 more during the same activation. She's at just 1. Still roll and see if she gets a 9 or less. And she does for another one. And her last one she'll use to move and do a run. 1, 2, 3. We stayed ahead of the Gravetide and cleared the zombies, which is sweet. I mean, their card just goes away, basically. We put the 1 down when they arrived, which I forgot to do, but it'll clear when it gets to the bottom. Is the man, the legend, that's Brutog. He just needs to get in that zone. He's going to run and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Vitality roll, I think, would make the most sense. Oh, it gets rid of that crit. Sweet. Or Grievous, rather. Last one. Do I want to just move again? Yeah, we'll move again and go 1, 2, stand behind Imelda, because she can always go first and open the gate. We'll do our warning, because why not? I won't forget to do it that way. And we go to 4, we're halfway done. Rough start, we seem to be motoring now. Okay, Octron, start running. You'll do a run. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Vitality check with his D12 again, because he's weirdly tough. And we can flip that counter then. And then one more try with the 5. Nothing. Most healthy. Jelson, take a run. Go, or a walk. 1, 2 for a walk. Use the 4 for a mysterious objective. Find something cool. Liquid Courage, the effects of this renown. Oh, sorry, before I did that, I should have given my potency thing to Brutog, or to who's adjacent? I guess to Octron. Because then I can actually keep whatever this is. Because you can just trade with adjacent models. Liquid Courage, a hero with this treasure card can use it at any time during their activation. When this treasure card is used, pick this hero or one hero adjacent. They gain an inspiration point, become stunned, then discard this card. Not just gain a destiny point. I'll use it right now. Fire. I become stunned though, which means I get a stun counter. So I gotta discard a dice to stand up. Discard dice now. So I guess I can move first with a 3. Go sit over here and then become stunned after I drink it. Winds down. So end phase, we move the Gravetide to here. It obliterates everything in its path. Time is slipping away. We're starting to get to leveled up crazy dangerous bad guys. Destiny roll. Oh, sorry, event phase. 2. That is Will of the Master, so nothing happens. I lock out the 1s, and then these stay. We didn't get an unfulfilled destiny. Jelson, he's close to activating. Oh, sweet. 2, 4, 6, or 2 5s and a 6, and then 2 2s. For Octron, he's still at just 3 dice. Not doing too bad though. Zelda is ready to open that door, no matter what we get for initiative. Dog is back online, ready for everything except that, except for killing. Big smash yet. So we're close to Jelson and Imelda inspiring. For the round, oh, this is gone because I slew those zombies and then their activation card came up. It's going to be Brutog, sorry, Imelda, Brutog, Jelson, and then Octron. I picked that better myself. Okay, so I guess we just do the easy thing and have you explore with the 4 off the board. Our exploration card is just a regular room, no one to warn. Turn for Jelson to be stunned, I guess, and there's just a doorway straight through. Orient it so the door is this way, which is what I'll do, because it'll be furthest still, or would it always be across from each other? If I place it with that out, no, that out, it would always be this one. If I place it like this, it'll be this one. And that's what I'll do. Like that. And she can just take a step and go 1, 2, and then use her own 4 to open the next one. Because we got actually a chance here to outrun the Gravetide a little bit. So sweet, we can warn in here. There's one bad guy group. Place it like that to reorient the board. What our bad guy is. It's Watch Captain Halgrim. Oh, good. He's chatting with one of his school buddies here, being like, what's up, dog? Yeah, oh no, I heard about that. He's no joke. He's got 7 wounds, move 3, 2d8 in melee, 3, 4 damage. This hostile group cannot be driven off. Commander of the Watch, increase the damage of all their weapons of Ulfenkarn by +1/+1 while he's alive. So he can't summon anybody because there's nobody who's actually destroyed. It's bad. And his cursed weapons can become 5, 6 damage if we're not careful. That just means she gets madder, so we're going to use a 1 to move again. And go 1, 2, and then start swinging Dawnlight. 4. Do 2 damage. Spend a 5 to do it again. Get 2 damage. He's at 4 to 7. Done kicking doors, but man, does she ever kicking doors. Then I guess we go with Brutog, and he doesn't have any. He could use this to run and go 1, 2, 3, 4. It won't matter actually. He'll have to move 2 anyway. We'll save that for somebody else. So just 2 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because he can move 6. Smash, I suppose. Hit that guy where it hurts. He'll do his Marrow Crusher and miss, and he'll do it one more time. 2, 4 damage. If he gets a crit, he kills him. Nothing. Jelson, I guess. Jelson will stand up by discarding a 2, run from off the board, and go 1, 2, 3. 5 for a big shot with the Judgment. Crit and he dies. Nope, didn't work. So that's it. He can't do. We could re-roll it. Yes, we're gonna re-roll it and get 2 damage. But the Firewood Stakes attack could kill him now. 6, and if we get that hit with the Firewood Stakes, he dies. We have our 100E. Give me that 1 damage with the Firewood Stakes. Yeah, it does it and finishes him off. Path of Glory is going to give him an automatic inspiration, and then he's also going to get on a 1 to 7. He does a 3rd one, so he's just going to inspire immediately. Why not? He's still got a 5 and a 6 left. He'll use his 6 to call, and that's going to take us to 5 quest points to run. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. Can Octron do that? Octron could... No, I don't care about that. We're just going to go to there. I want Imelda to be able to go open that door. Octron could have called for help, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do my first move to here and use that 6 to remove this. Because I'm going to make a space for Octron. I got a piece of Realmstone. Here goes, and he gets to take a walk. You're dead. He has a 2, so he can go 1, 2, 3. Then a 5 to go 1, 2, 3, and then a 6 to call for help, and that'll move us to the 5. Eats everything. And event phase. Before that, actually. Not that it super matters. 7. Our time grows short. Oh no! And so new turn. That moves to here. We're 1 turn from nightfall. We've only got 5 out of 8 quest markers. Managed to free up some space though, but the bad guys are about to become progressively harder. We got to clear at least 3 more boards. So this is gone. We've got a free warning. Level up. Jelson Inspired is a killing machine. So, and with those dice, he's an extra killing machine. Maddie hasn't eaten any corpses yet. Gets a 6 though for a 10 Reser attack. We've got Octron, who just never seems to have the dice to try and heal. Who might have the dice this turn. Zelda, ready to kick some doors. Algrim's gone. And then let's shuffle up our initiative deck and see who's going first. Surprise, it's going to be Imelda. The ability to do covering fire in this game is huge. Brewdog first, then it's Octron, Imelda, and... Sorry, Jelson and Imelda. Guess what? Brewdog's going to swap with Imelda. Especially in this mission, because being able to go, like, know who's going first and swap somebody to that position is a huge deal. Further ado, she's going to spend a Destiny die, take a walk, and just go 1, 2. And then a 4 to kick the door in. Let's see what it is. Next exploration card. Realm, but no bad guys. Sorry, there is a bad guy. They come out of Realm Gate now. Should have a bad guy too. Oh, I didn't realize that. There's no... Oh, they go next to a portal if there's no Realm Gate. They would have been in the way. Late for that now, so we're just going to follow on, but that wasn't oops, actually. I didn't realize, because I didn't see the marker, I forgot there is still bad guys there. That would have slowed me down going through, actually. But there's a Realm Gate that'll come through for this one. If there's no Realm Gate, they get placed next to the furthest closed door. So let's find that piece. Seeing the discovery markers, like for where you place models, I forgot that with the symbols here, it does mean there's a hostile group. So I think there's a previous one actually that he was in. I probably skipped 2 of them. So this might have been actually over and I might have been dead, but that's why we do these games, to try and learn all together. 3 corpse rats are in here, and they're all going to be with 1 big rat adjacent to the gate, as close as possible. Puts her ready to go kill, so she's gonna take a step 2 here, and then she'll use the 6 for death blow, attacking these 2. 12 into this one. Nope. D12 into the other one. Kills him. Free to do it again into him. Does 2 damage. They need 3 to die though, I'm pretty sure. Yep. 4 is enough to kill the big rat because he's got an extra wound. 4 to just do it one more time. And do 2 more and kill it. 6 or less to get an inspiration. That's a 9, so no. 2 hostiles, so no extra bonus 1 from that. So next up is going to be Octron. 2 to walk. He'll go 1, 2, actually he can't. So he just goes 1, 2. And then a 3 to, or he could have done a 3 to run. Yeah, he'll do a 3 to run instead, actually. Because then he could go 4 and go 1, 2, 3, 4 and stand here. 5 for a hollow stare. Does 1, 3 into that last rat. Gets a crit and he'll kill it. So it's D12 and D8. Double crits, kills it. Does he get inspiration point from dying in the same square? He does, sweet. 1 to 3 gets another one. No warnings to give, so he can't do anything else. He could take a step, but he doesn't really need to. He'll just drop it down to a 1. Then it's going to be Jelson. He's going to go, do I want to kick the next door? I still have Brewdog to go. He could very easily do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll kick the next door down. We find another encounter with bad guys, but no one to warn. Like this, and that means our card is placed. And it's going to be Gorslav right next to that door. We walk in, and he's like, what have you been doing to my zombies? Answer is the same thing I'm going to do to you, sir. So he's got 9 wounds, move 3, double D8, and he can make zombies. Oh, well, he can also bury me if I'm adjacent. So we're just not going to go stand next to him. We're going to shoot him with a judgment shot. And that's going to be a D12 plus D8 for 2 or 4. 2. Free firewood stake stack. It's a D8 now. Nope, nothing. Walk, then stab if he wants to. But then I might get buried. He's going to go last. So, I mean, I know he's going to go after Brutog. Run 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then he can do a big attack. Yeah, I think I could probably kill him this round. And then a little attack. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move again and go 1, 2. Sorry, I'll have to go... How is it placed? It's placed like this, actually. So I can go like this. I can go 1, 2 to make room. Last one for a Ardent Blade attack. 2d8. Does another 2 damage, but I do get additional firewood stakes for nothing. 4 damage overall. We're talking double run. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And he's got a 6 for a Marrow Smasher attack, and it's 3, 5 right now. I gotta re-roll it though, thankfully. I get a crit, so it's 5 damage. That should just kill him. Rising blow. We smash him to the ground. 4, he could take a step to there. And he'll get a automatic inspiration point because it's on a 14 or less right now. 2. Okay, there's no one to warn, so that 6 is kind of useless. We could call the next room with it, but then they'd all get to go immediately. So we'll just let these trail off. So activates and goes, activates and goes. Nightfall. All the bad guys are going to be terrifying. Okay, well, event phase, the end of that round. 5. That's going to be a crisis immediately. And that's before it goes to nightfall, though, so it's still daytime. 30, paragraph 24. Local fiend. The hero see a geist that's been haunting the area. Perhaps there's an opportunity to put it down for good. The acting hero must choose to hunt the specter or leave it alone. We hunt, and we'll have... I think we'll have Imelda do it. Take her off, and we can place her back near the door if we want. It's gamey, but I like it. Entry 106 on page 38. 106. The hero enters a blood-stained crypt. Before long, the shrieking geist emerges from its lair and attacks. I get 1 free weapon action, as if the target was adjacent and visible. Reroll failed attacks if they're an executioner. I would have been better off with Jelson. The player place wound counters in front of the acting player to record the total damage. If it's 3 or more damage, the geist is slain. Otherwise, the hero takes 2 damage, and then they make a defense roll. And repeat until one of the other side is slain. This is slain, we gain 2 inspiration, and the crisis ends. Otherwise, I die. So I have to do 3 damage to kill them. I managed to land a crit. I don't take any damage back. I don't. So it's worth re-rolling because I'll inspire if I kill this guy. I do. So I just kill immediately, gain 2 inspiration points, which I'll spend to inspire and get placed back on the table. Now she's really good at killing. She wasn't good at killing before, and we're out of inspiration. It's the nighttime. Make our next destiny roll. Let's see what's what. Destiny. 2's lockout. Everything else stays. Tide says hello, and there's no need to make another. I guess we go around again. It's on nighttime. I think we keep going. Maybe just on the outside. It's the quest up, actually. You can't go past nighttime. It doesn't matter. So it just stays here now, and then this gets eaten. Action dice for Jelson. 1162. Well, we can warn whoever's in the next room if anyone needs warning, which would be nice. 1353 for Brutog, who still isn't inspired. Everyone else is. Trini is still carrying around a wound. He's pretty happy with his dice, though. And then Imelda, who's now in her final form. Looking like for initiative, it's going to be Brutog, Imelda, and then Octrin and Jelson. 2 can swap, which means the door kicking goes once again to Imelda, who will spend the 4 to explore. Door kicks open, and what do we got? Hey, we have someone to warn at least, but 2 bad guy groups. Cool about that is you can now make the board double back on itself and save your space here, which is cool. Like, you couldn't do that in old Warhammer Quest, and sometimes it would just fly off the table. So 2 groups in this one. Group 1, 2 Ulfenwatch. Group 2, 3 Corpse Rats. Listen to the objective, and we are ready for murdering with Imelda. You'll spend a 3rd. Oh, he's one off the board. No, we'll spend a 2 to move. That's all she needs. And she'll go laterally 1, and then 2 just to dive in. 6 for a big double attack into the banner there, and the Capitan. And it's double d8s, 3, 4 damage. So into the banner, takes 3 and dies. Into the Captain, takes 4 and dies. For the Dawnlight attack, into this skeleton, and does 3 and kills him. And then 3 for the Dawnlight attack, into the first rat, and do nothing. 3 hostiles this turn, so she gains an inspiration. And she could attack again with a 3. Yeah, we'll use the 3 off the board. Make another stab. Last rat, maybe. 3 damage. Kills. Oh, and sorry, it was actually only 2 Ulfenwatch. So this one would be dead because it would have replaced that. Yeah, because it was 2, not 3. So that means that this rat would have replaced the one that I just attacked, would have been here. And that second Ulfenwatch would have been him dead. And so the 3 that I just spent, I could use to move instead, which I will. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just stand by the door. Good. We're happy with her. She gets her inspiration point, but she also gets to roll. 7 or less. She's killed 3, 5, 8 total. So she gets 1. Goes to 2. Brutog, who's going to go Brutog-alize something. And he'll do that with a 3. Going 1, 2, 3. 4+ Tenderizer, or 5+... Oh, he's not inspired yet. It's a 4+ Marrow Smasher attack into that boss rat. Does he hit? He does not. A Gut Gouger for 1, 3 on 2d8 into the boss rat. Nope. And do it one more time. Kill him. It does. That's going to be 3 damage. Oh, no, he doesn't. It's got 1 left. I guess we could Tenderize to try and kill it. Off the board? Yeah, let's do it. Tenderizer. Try and kill the big boss rat. Does. So 8 or less to get an inspiration. Does. And so he can inspire as well. That's all of his inspiration points to do so. But he's now mad. And everyone's inspired. Now it's Octrin. He's going to start running. And go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He'll run again. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And he'll do a grave stare. We have a 6 on Jelson, so we can use that to call for help, or warning cry. And he needs a 1 to 3 with a D12 and a D8. Oops. Get a crit. No, does 1 damage. On to you, Jelson. Do a move. 1, 2, 3. Do a move. 1, 2. Do a sword stab. 2d8. Just needs a hit to kill it. 2, 4. Gets a crit though. 4 damage. And kills it. 6 to call for help. Warning cry. We go to 6 out of 8. Days. 11. That's something good. Inspiring effort. Someone gains inspiration point. We could give it to... Who wants to reroll the most? I think we give it to Brutog, just to give him a chance at rerolling something. The Gravetide continues its relentless assault. Destiny roll time. Destiny says, no 5s for you, but a 2 and a 3. So what you got? Oh, you're mad. Dog. He's quasi-mad. He's always good at kicking doors. And then it's just Octrin. Beat up though. He's got some 4s and 6s. Initiative. Imelda. Jelson, Octrin, and then the Ogre. Well, we can't explore off the Destiny board this time, so spending a 5 on Imelda. And let's see what's next. The door down. Big room. We want to angle it back that way, I think. Or we could go like that and have it angled down. No, it'll take too long. Yeah, we'll have an angle up. Blood, never a good thing to find. All of these points are equidistant, so I'll put it here to have it go back upwards after this thing gets eaten. 2 foes in here, though. Sorry, 1 foe in here. My bad. And it's going to be placed next to the objective. So who shows up to defeat us? 2 Ulfenwatch. Put them close to where we want to stand, I think. Like this. Run! And go 1, 2, 3. And then make a Dawnlight double attack. Or the Sarge dies, the banner, we have to hit, misses, but we'll spend a reroll. And dies. I'm gonna afford to explore, because why not? Yeah. Realmstone. Did I get any inspiration points from slaying those 2 guys? I could do something else this turn too. I could walk and stand next to the door, which I will, and that's gone. That's for an inspiration point. Their combined wounds, we get another one, back to 2. She used 2 to do a search action without being next to something. Redo a search action without being next to something, never mind. Then you lose your path to glory. I just realized that with Octron after you inspire. So no bonus inspiration points for these guys once they become super good. So then it's, I guess, Jelson. He'll do a search action, because why wouldn't he? Let's see what we find. More Realmstone, moved. Do a move, 1, 2, 3. He'll do a run, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just Overwatch. Or reaction. It's Octron. He'll make a run action and go 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll warning, and we'll get this card. So we go to 7. And then he'll do a vitality check on a d12, because again, the old man's very spry. Ah, sweet. And we're healed. The ogre, he'll run, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. On to reaction, but they don't really matter. Those Ulfenkarn on the night side, did they get significantly better? I think they just get more dangerous, so it doesn't change anything. But they get a hostile group contains a banner bearer, plus 1 wins on the sergeant. Yeah, they just go to d12 damage. So they're empowered, but they're not like, they don't become more durable, so it didn't change the fact that I killed them. This whole pile of cards, which I would say is a good best practice to like make sure you don't accidentally not nighttime everybody. It eats this tile, moves up. Destiny roll. No ones for us. Come back another time, and then 2s and 4s. All right, some initiative dice. I think if we manage to find one more, we're going to be able to get out of here. 2s, 5s, and 6s. It's significantly killier now. Brutog. 1, 4, 4, 3. Octron. 5, 3, 3, 2. Imelda. Not the greatest of door kicking stats, but she can actually death 1 on 5 now, so not too bad. 4 on the board for her to actually open the door with. Is our initiative. It'll be Imelda, Octron, Jelson, Imelda, Jelson, Octron, Imelda, and then Brutog. Of course, went away. And we will, again, do a swap with Jelson. Get to the top of the pile. Because of her battle instincts turn, I rolled for the event at the end of last turn. 1! Oh, no destiny. Never mind. Melda, gonna spend that 5 now, and kick the door open. So, flipped. What's next? Room with a bed in it, but we've got a bad guy and a warning to do. And Jelson's got a 6, so we can actually do this. Our room set up, and this will hopefully lead to an extraction. Let's see who's in here waiting for us for the final boss. A Verkus Bloodborne, a vampire. Well, that makes sense. It's you, Skippy. Imelda does like killing vampires, so let's just do that. Pretty hyper dangerous though. Double d12 damage, 3, 4. Blood scent, he always goes after a wounded model. 9+ to ignore damage. And yeah, he's got 6 wounds, move 6, and is hyper dangerous. Let's stab at Imelda. You kill this guy, because if you don't, we can't even get by. I could put him here. And then we could walk by. Because Brewdog can't attack that square otherwise later on. Or I could put him here. And she could step in and go 1, 2, 3, and then attack. That's what we'll do. We'll put him there, and then have her attack. Being the leader. So she only has 2 swings now, but someone else could actually come in and try and fight with her. So first one, Dawnlight, does a crit for 4 damage. Does it get totally ignored? Plus, it's just totally ignored. Nope. Close, but I get a stab in. And then last attack, can I do it again? Yeah, does it get totally ignored on a 9+? No, just kills him. Inspiration point on a 6 or less then, because of its wounds. She does. What that is, she'll be able to do a search action next turn without having to be adjacent to something. So I can hopefully get some extra Realmstone this way. What up next is Octron, and he's just going to take a step, run for 3, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Run for 3, and go 1, 2, 3. We haven't done the last thing yet, so we can't call the airship, so there's no point. Actually, he can just stand here and have someone else do it. Just go into reaction. Then it's Jelson's turn. He's the one who can actually do the warning. So a 2 to move, and go 1, 2, 3. A 6 to do a warning, and that means we get to our 8th warning counter. And then a 4, he'll actually do a discovery. And finds a Realmstone as well. This last one, there's not a lot of point in going anywhere else, so just go 1, 2, 3 to here. And stand near the door for later. Brutog could call for extraction, and he will run, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Use the 4 to call for extraction. Airship, because we have 8 warnings now. Event phase end of the round. No more Destiny. Melody, we get a 4+, so she can at least get a search action out of this. She does. 2, 5. This doesn't super matter. 6 for Octrin. Then it's Jelson and Bruton. This gets eaten. I moved it last round, so I think it's actually over here now. Having eaten these two. Kick the door successfully, which means this Bloodborne's gone when his card comes up on the track after everyone else goes. And then we're just going to do the discovery. Well, I mean, we can deal them out, but she'll just jump to the top automatically, so it doesn't really matter. It'll be her first anyway. And she's actually going to go last. She'll swap with the Ogre to go last, because he just wants to walk in. Go 1, 2, and then have Jelson go, Octrin go. And then she'll do her spend a 4 to make a search action with her 3 influence or inspiration. Get some more Realm Stone and then run in as well. And now we got to roll to see what is happening when we extract. Gravetide ends the turn. Does something terrible happen? 4. Bad guys move, but bad guys are on the table. Escape the Gravetide. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure I skipped 2 adversaries there, but I wasn't. I mean, if I'd gone 2 more, it would have been some Ulfenwatch. 3 more Ulfenwatch I would have had to kill, and 2 more zombies I would have had to kill. So that would have been the other 2 encounters if I did skip 2 rooms, and I'm not super worried about any of that. And I'm actually glad the final showdown was against a vampire. Remember, you gotta check the symbols, not these. I'm used to seeing these from Blackstone Fortress, and it's the symbols that really matter. So let's see what happens when we extract. 8 people, and someone was alive at the end, so we were successful. Resolve extraction event, so let's see what happens. D12. We get to add 1 because we were successful, but nothing because it was nighttime and we ended. 6. The adamant escapes with little difficulty, no effect. We've escaped further calamity for now. Actually, it would have been a 7. Kolgo Nugson has scrounged some spare resources from the adamant. Lower the cost of the first empowerment you purchased by spending Realm Stone by 1 to a minimum of 1. Cool. No one's out of action. Tokens and counters, don't worry about it. Resolve consequences. So the consequences for a scavenge are that we reduce fear by 2, but for a not scavenge, what was this one called? the inspiring one. This is going to go to 4 and this is going to go to 5. Fear by 2 and increase influence by 1. 5 influence and then 4 fear. And there we go. And I've gotten the tokens correct this time. Stuff. We actually had Realm Stone. That was cool that we managed to run through and actually find some stuff. Imelda's got 4 Realm Stone and Jelson has 5. Before that, we increase our level. So everyone loses their novice token and gets a veteran token. Next game, if they survive, they're going to go to level 1. Level 1, we can bring in new heroes because they'll level at twice the rate. So then we can spend some Realm Stone. That's the quick learners thing. If they are of a higher level, the lower level hero gains experience twice in this step. So for example, the level 0 hero to accompany level 1 hero on a journey, the level 0 would gain experience and experience again, which is cool. But let's go over to spending Realm Stone. Empowerments! The Caradon overlords on the Sky Vessel can use Realm Stone to power my equipment. If you have the requisite number of Realm Stone points, I can purchase an empowerment of their choice. And then the first one we spend this or buy this turn is going to be -1 to its cost. Only one 6 card here that Jelson could buy with the -1. It's Caymanite Gilding. Damage suffered from this hero's weapon actions cannot be ignored. That feels really good. Let those bloodsuckers try and scamper away from this one. So we could get Caymanite Gilding for his weapons, and that means that they could not ignore Judgment or the Ardent Blade. I feel like for an Executioner, that's just the way to go. Now, there's only 2 of each empowerment card in the decks. These get discarded and put back for next game, and he can have 1 weapon upgrade. This is now his weapon upgrade. If I buy a different one, it replaces it. We got 4, and there's a couple I would buy her here. The first one is called a Featherlight Weapon. This hero can treat 1 reaction dice each turn as having a score of 6. So if she hasn't used Dawnlight to make a Deathblow attack, when someone runs up to her, she could do that. And that feels really, really good. Plus 2. I can also get a rangefinder, but we don't have any range weapons for her. I can make her vitality a D8, but it already is. Cyclestone Ally. Change the first damage value of your weapon to 2 unless it would be higher. Doesn't need that. Fortified Shadow Weave, become Agility D8. That's handy too, but it would cost all my Realm Stone. Cyclestone Ally, the first damage is already 2. Rangefinder, Shadow Weave. The Vitality one is interesting, which is already Vitality D8. Aether Sharpened Edge. Increase the damage value of this hero's melee weapons by +1/+0. That's pretty cool. And then become Defense D8, we already are. So I feel like the Aether Sharpened Edge for all of it. Yeah, because I just discard the rest otherwise. That's what we're going to do. Become +1/+0. Ace attack is even better. I'll be 4/4 for the Dawnlight attack, and then 3/4 for the other one, uninspired. And that's my shopping done. Nobody gains any traits because we haven't leveled up, in which case we would put our trait card in the bags and get the level 1 trait. So there we go, my first Deliverance mission done, and we managed to upgrade our equipment a little bit. We stayed ahead of the Suffocating Gravetide. A couple of oopses in there, but again, this is my first time playing 3 different types of missions, so I'm glad I'm doing this with you guys so you can learn to not make the same mistakes as me. We'll see you next week, actually 2 weeks from now, for the first of the whatchamacallits, the scavenge missions, which should also see us leveling up to level 1, meaning that after that we can go and have our first encounter with a boss, which is pretty cool. The Varg Skier is going to be the first one, the Fell Guardian, and we can actually hunt down and slay one of the big bads. So thanks for watching. We'll see you for more Cursed City in the future. Till then, I'm Ash. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.